You're listening to Someone Like Me, your cancer community podcast. I'm Vanessa and I'm so glad you're here. Whether you're out walking the dog, making a cup of tea, or just trying to remember what day it is, this space is for you. It's all about real, raw, honest stories. Chats with people who've been through cancer or stuck beside someone who has. You might laugh, you might cry, but most of all, you'll feel connected. So let's get stuck in and let's make cancer a little less lonely together. Hey, and welcome to Someone Like Me, your cancer community podcast. Today is going to be a very special, different approach altogether. I have the fabulous Laura as a co-star with me. We're going to talk about all the crazy shit people say when they hear you've been diagnosed with cancer. Laura is a newbie. She's not long diagnosed with breast cancer, and fair play to her for coming on here and having the laugh with us all. We all need it. So welcome, Laura. How are you?
Thank you for having me, Vanessa. And oh my God, yes, you wouldn't believe some of the crazy shit people come out with.
It's so true, isn't it? It's mental. Just what they actually, when they hear the word cancer, they don't know what to say. So they come up with the most random stuff, don't they?
Very random. Yeah. Yeah.
So I did a little thing on Instagram, and God, some of the responses were mad, weren't they?
Some of them were crazy. Some of them were absolutely crazy. And it was very funny to read them as well.
Yeah, exactly. So we said we'd come on and we'd do like a mini podcast and we'd share some of them with you. We can have a bit of a laugh about them.
Absolutely.
So we picked some favourites, haven't we?
We have some good ones here. My favourite was, you've got the good type of cancer.
Oh, everyone says that. It's crazy. Like, what is a good type of cancer?
I didn't know there was a good or bad.
Yeah, exactly. And what's a few other ones we have?
We have, you'll get back to normal. Now, obviously, I'm very early on in this diagnosis.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You can answer that one more than me.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't get back to normal. That's like, it's a new normal. You learn to kind of live with it, I suppose, and the side effects, and sure, we all know that. It's just crazy.
Well,
And
we'll
yeah,
see.
you will find out.
I will see soon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only hair will grow back.
Oh, yeah, it's only hair, like, you know. Sure. We could all do without that.
I'm a hairdresser, so I'm not looking forward to that part.
I've had at least you won't have to shave your legs for a while.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Under the arms, that's going to be great.
yeah, absolutely. And what was the other one? There's a few others.
Oh, this one. No better woman than you to handle it. You're so brave. You're so strong. Maybe it's not actually cancer. And then the best part of this one, do they think you'll make it? And at least the kids this is all from the same person to this person. At least the kids are on a bit. I heard the opposite myself, actually. At least the kids are young and they won't remember it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
Like
Tell us about your story. What were they saying to you?
Well, I had quite a few now, and I had a lot of people apologizing to me. And I kind of turned it, which I would be very witty anyway. And
Yeah.
I turned it and asked them, why were they sorry? Did they give it to me?
What was their reaction? Just like,
people don't know what to say, though. And I think that's what it is. And I think we've spoken about this before, where people don't know what to say. But you're not apologizing. I know they don't mean it that they're apologizing, but they're saying sorry for what? Like, I know you're apologizing for what we've to go through, but like saying sorry is just no benefit to you and me.
No,
Right in that
absolutely.
moment.
Yeah, they really don't know what to do. And I've had a good one as well. Oh, you're getting a boob job. No, I wouldn't really say that.
If I really wanted a boob job, I could pay for it.
Yeah,
don't really
exactly.
need all these added, no hair, sick for a year to go with it.
Yeah, and another one, at least you lose weight now. I was like, oh, so chemo's better than like Weight Watchers.
Slimming World.
Yeah, and Slimming World. No,
Wow,
I'd rather go
I hear
there.
that one now.
Yeah. And what was the few other ones?
Another one of my favourites was, you don't look sick enough to have cancer. And I've actually had that so much since I was diagnosed in March.
Yeah.
And I think it's so funny. I probably look better than I have done in years. But it's still there. It's still growing.
Yeah, it is. It's such a random thing. Do they think it's a compliment? Like,
Yeah.
what is their version of someone who has cancer
Is there a
when you think,
look? Is there
yeah,
is
is there a
there a
look?
way you're supposed to look?
He's supposed to be just like fading away in the bed or something. I think that's the
Oh,
image to have.
I wouldn't mind lying in the bed for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
Let it all go over us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, I'm just looking here. There's another one. My dog died of cancer, so I know how you feel.
I know. Isn't that
Like,
just
nah,
unbelievable?
wow. But there was a few of those now as well. Reading them. Um, there's another one. There's a lot of worse things you can face. My uncle found out he had cancer. He died 2 months later. That's not really,
No. You're
you
like,
know.
thanks for the story. Like, what are you supposed to take from that?
I had a few of those. Oh, my granny's auntie's sister died of breast cancer.
I
You know,
know.
okay, that might have been 40 years ago. Things have moved on,
Yeah.
you know, and we are blessed that breast cancer is something that we do really well in this country, you know,
Yeah.
fixing it.
But what do you think goes through their mind to say those things? That's what,
Like you said there a few minutes ago, I think it is genuinely that somebody just doesn't know what to say.
yeah. Yeah,
I'd rather you
absolutely.
ignore me and pretend you didn't see me than actually saying something like that.
Yeah. Someone said to me, did you eat too much sugar? And I was like, oh, I was flat out on the curly whirlies.
Yeah, well, I was asking, is this the time to start eating the curly whirlies to keep the bit of weight on me?
Yeah. It's just
There was
crazy.
that you have the face to be bald.
Yeah. I've heard that so many times.
Yeah,
Like,
like that's another one here I'm laughing at. You have to be grateful. It could be so much worse.
I know. Like,
How
what could be worse? Getting hit by a bus, maybe. Dunno.
maybe, but you're still going to be laid up for a while with that one. Um, what? Oh yeah, I'm laughing here. Sugar causes cancer is next on the list.
Was it? Yeah.
Um, oh, you didn't lose your hair. Was your chemo not a strong one?
Like,
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
And like I have so many people telling me to do the cold cap now.
Oh, right. Yeah. They don't
Um,
work.
but that's the thing. It works for some and it doesn't work for others. So
Yeah. I say just get rid of the hair, embrace it,
yeah,
you
no, I
know?
will.
Yeah, shave it off.
You don't look like you've had breast cancer. Is there a way you're supposed to look?
Isn't it
Um,
crazy?
someone else said a nurse told her that science had done all it could, and it's up to God now. And then another nurse said to this same person, the fake tan probably caused it, and at best she has 20 years left.
Unbelievable.
I didn't know fake tan could cause cancer. Did you?
No, I thought it was the opposite. There
Yeah,
you go.
maybe real sun, not fake tan.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, here's a good one. You have cancer. Well, I have dense breasts, which make me 2 to 4 times more likely to develop breast cancer in my lifetime after they were told this person had breast cancer.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
It's just like you said, people just don't know what to say. So instead, they literally say that first thing that comes into their head, like foot and mouth syndrome, massively here.
Oh, absolutely. Or I've heard, oh, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Like, how?
How,
How?
how, how's breast cancer a blessing in disguise?
I don't know. How is any cancer?
Were you
It's
going to get
crazy.
hit by a bus instead and the breast cancer made you go somewhere else that day?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's another one of your ones that you've heard as well. Congrats on the new boobs.
I know. Like, unbelievable. Do you know?
Yeah, they
Oh,
caught it
and
early is another one.
yeah,
How do you know? Like,
unbelievable. Yeah, it's just
um, if anyone can beat it, you can. You're really strong. God love you. You look great.
like as if we chose to do this, you know? People are, I
It's
hate when people say that. You're so strong. You're a warrior. You're like,
I get this a lot, and like I've just had my mastectomy, so everyone's telling me how strong I am, and I'm like, I don't have a choice, and that's actually what I say back. I have
yeah,
3 very small boys. I don't have a choice in any of this, so you either sit in the bed and fester or you get on with it. And that's all you
exactly.
can do.
You just take it one day at a time. There's nothing else you can do.
Well, that you said that to me the day we met originally. You
Yeah,
know, it's one day at a time. And that's the way I have been living. And there's no other way of living because
yeah,
you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring regardless. You know,
absolutely. Yeah, cancer or not, like we say, you just don't know.
um, I'm just looking to see some. You're lucky you have cancer as you'll get financial support. When I had my hysterectomy, I got nothing.
Oh yeah, that's the number one reason there,
I
financial
don't
support.
understand this in any way. Like, I sympathize with anybody that needs a hysterectomy,
Mm.
but you can go back to work, after a few months. With the cancer, you're not going back to work. Okay, some people do work through it.
Yeah, but maybe they had the hysterectomy because of cancer.
Possibly.
Yeah, so
But
that's
why you're lucky you've cancer. You'll get financial support.
I know.
No, I didn't realize until I was diagnosed how expensive it is to have cancer.
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy. It
Like
really is.
even car parking alone.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
then you're eating in the hospital
yeah.
and all of these little things that you
And
wouldn't
the
have seen.
parking and everything. Yeah, it all adds up.
Parking is scandalous money.
True.
Like
Tell
I
us about
walked,
your
what?
funny story. Tell us about your funny story about your plants.
No, I was going to tell you first about the day I was diagnosed, and I was given like I always laugh in James's. I'm given like a little goodie pack every time I'm leaving. So the first day I walked out with all these books
Yeah.
in a little bag, all the different types of cancers and
Flyers.
everything, and an A4 page with a free well, not free, a parking permit for a year. And I was like, "What's this?" And she said, "Bring that downstairs, and you get your parking for a fiver for the year." And I was like, "Every time you visit."
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. Is that a positive out of the whole cancer? €5 parking."
Yeah, you're supposed to be like, wow, thank you.
Yeah, grateful
Yeah.
like that you're
Yeah.
giving me cheaper parking. And I even went in, was it Thursday, to get my results, and I came out with another goodie bag with a letter for a wig and 2 bras. Like, it's those nurses are just the best, giving you a little
Just
goodie
keeps on
pack.
giving. Yeah.
Where's the wine?
Yeah, where is the wine? I don't
I
know.
have gotten some of the most beautiful bouquets of flowers I've ever seen, and I keep laughing, and I'm saying to him, "Where's the wine?" Nobody is bringing the wine to any of this, like,
They're probably afraid to give you the wine.
I think so. I think they could be just too
Yeah.
nervy to bring on the wine for me and
Yeah. And you're like,
possibly
bring on the wine.
bring on the wine while we can.
Yeah. And you got a lovely cake.
I got a lovely booby cake from my
You
friend Leah,
did.
yeah, beautiful
That was
booby
great.
cake the night before I went in.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think, it was vanilla and strawberry. It was beautiful, and it
Nice.
was 2 beautiful big boobs. Yeah,
Saying goodbye to them.
goodbye
Yeah,
to them, yeah.
absolutely.
I'm just looking here. Another one that we found. So are you actually going to do chemo? As if you get a choice.
No,
Yeah,
like unbelievable. I was just blown away by all the comments and people that what they were saying. It was just like
yeah.
this
Like
actually happened.
there was a lot the same with variations of how it was worded to people.
Yeah.
Um, this one I know you'll understand because we've spoken about this. Oh, you're finished chemo. I bet you're glad it's all over.
Oh, yeah. It's all behind you now. You
Yeah.
know, it's done.
As
Yeah.
if, that's it. Life goes back to normal.
Far from it. Yeah.
Um, this was one of my favorites. Jeez, I don't know what I'd do if it happened to me.
I've had that as well, actually.
Mm, y-
Why would you say that to someone?
This is where I'm saying foot and mouth. People are just throwing that foot right in there and saying, "What do I say?" So I will literally just say the very first thing that comes into my head.
Yeah.
Um, I can't die. I have kids,
I've had, thank God you don't have kids.
but you have a family.
Absolutely. It's just
You
like,
know, there's people there that you know
mm,
have a family, have no family. There's people that are doing this alone with no family around.
exactly. It's just to
You know,
even stop and think for a bit.
um, what were you going to ask about my plants?
Yeah, so had a massive plant fetish.
I have a big plant fetish. Yeah, I have a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Um, we bought our house 2 years ago, and my father-in-law was coming to live with us because he was sick. He had cancer, and he wanted to grow raspberries. Sorry.
Yeah.
So in our old house, I couldn't keep a pansy alive. Everything was dead. So my father-in-law Pat passed away, and couple of months after he passed away, I said, sure, I'll try his raspberries.
Give it a go.
And I somehow now have acquired a 20-foot greenhouse
Wow.
that I grow all of my own veg in. I have his raspberries grown, I have strawberries, I have all of the veg. But I also have transformed my garden from no plants to 8 big, huge flower beds. And every time I leave the house, I come home with another flower,
Another one at it.
possibly 3 or 4.
And you used to be sneaking them in.
I do still, yeah. So I sneak them in, or I say I've grown them in the greenhouse.
Oh, okay. So you
I'm
get away
giving
with it
away
that
all my
way.
secrets now. If he listens to
Yeah,
this, I'm in big trouble.
I'm sure he will.
Oh, well, don't you know? But
Yeah,
look,
but you're not getting away with it because, you were diagnosed with cancer.
yeah,
So,
well, that's I'm playing the cancer card really.
yeah,
He keeps telling me it's gone because I've had the mastectomy.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I'm sneaking them in, and it's the first time since I started buying flowers, or yeah, buying flowers and plants, that he
yeah.
hasn't actually said anything
So you're
since
getting
I was
away with it,
diagnosed. I think he's just kind of letting it go.
letting it go.
Don't know how
Absolutely.
long I'll get away with that for, though. You
Play it
know,
up while you can.
well, there's boxes. It's like when I was when I had my children first, and I was doing the late night feeds, and I was on Amazon or buying things in the middle of the night, and he was coming home from work every other day, and there was packages arriving. It's like that again.
Back
Yeah.
to it. Yeah. Can't say
Yeah.
anything. He's just like, ignore it.
Pretend like it's going to go away. Like, I started buying flowers when I was diagnosed. Alan started looking at cars.
Yeah.
So he
How he
is,
dealt with it.
yeah, that's his way of dealing with, and that's absolutely fine. That's everybody's way. Alan
Yeah.
is a mechanic, but he's also, what does he call himself? A car enthusiast. So he's a boy racer,
Okay. Yeah.
and he
Absolutely.
bought himself his dream boy racer car.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, my brand new car arrived.
I know. I was very jealous. It looks amazing.
Look, we
Well
needed a new car.
deserved. Yeah, of
That's
course.
what I keep saying. The best thing to come out of cancer was my new car.
Yeah, exactly. You can
Some
drive it
people
in
gave me,
style.
some people gave me flowers. Nobody gave me wine. He gave me a car.
There you go.
That wine will never be dropped.
No, no, we'll have to get you a wine for sure.
Um,
I'm sure you've
can
got
I
your wine.
just give you my favorite one here?
Yeah.
I was afraid I had cancer. I was even planning my funeral, but it's grand. I got checked out, and it's not cancer. To somebody with cancer.
Unbelievable. Like, isn't that just unbelievable?
I
Seriously.
was, my mouth hit the floor when I read this one.
Yeah, you're just like,
I was like, wow.
where did he get it from? Like, seriously.
Like, whatever was saying my dog died of cancer, but oh yeah, I was afraid I had it. Like,
But I don't now. It's
yeah,
okay. And
it's
not
fine.
like you're literally going, oh, thanks for sharing that.
You still have it, but I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, crazy.
Do you know what I used to hate? When everyone told me good luck. And I know that's just a natural kind of reaction, but I'd always be like, what's so lucky about it? What's so it's not, if anything, I was unlucky, you know?
Yeah.
And it used to
I
drive me
think I
mad.
counted 47 good luck messages the day I had surgery.
Like I'd always say, like, I'm thinking of you, or, something
Yeah,
like
no, there
that.
was a lot of those as well. It was
Yeah.
the good luck, and I was like you say that now, it's good luck with
What's so
what?
luck?
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
asleep.
exactly. Good luck. I used to hate it. It used to drive me mad. But anyway, I know it's like a saying that you say for anyone.
Well, it's better than some of the ones we've heard.
No. So if anyone's listening, what we would like you to say is like, what would you like people to say first?
Can I help?
Yeah. Yeah,
What can I
exactly.
do?
Yeah. Or like just, thinking of you and I'm here.
Yeah,
Very
if
simple.
you need anything, let me know.
Yeah.
Even if you don't mean it.
Yeah, just say it.
It's better than I'm sorry. Like, sorry for what?
Yeah, no. That's like sorry
You
for your
know,
loss.
that's kind of what I was, you know, and I've said to a few people, I'm not dying, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to be positive
Yeah. I've had
because there's
people
always there's
say,
always hope.
um, oh, isn't it lucky your mum's not alive? having 2 daughters diagnosed with cancer. I was like, what do you say to that?
That's floored me. And it's very rare now, Vanessa. I would be speechless. Wow.
I was like, okay. I actually couldn't even reply. I was just a bit floored myself. So
Because your
lucky your
mom hadn't
mum's not
long
alive.
passed away when yourself and your
No.
sister were diagnosed.
Yeah, and she passed away of cancer.
So that's always in the back of your mind as well. Like,
Yeah, it's just so random. People, they just don't think, I suppose, you know.
but
But
this is it.
anyway, we have
You
to laugh
don't.
about it. We have to laugh about it, and you can't take it so serious, isn't that it?
I don't take it serious at all.
No,
You know, but
absolutely
if you
not.
don't laugh, you will cry, and that's the way I feel.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Because one thing I found though, and I still think about it, life goes on for everybody else.
Yeah,
So while our worlds are being turned upside down,
in a
nobody
pause.
else is around you. You know, your immediate family, yes, and they understand.
Yeah.
But your friends and everybody else, their life is still going on. And
Mm.
it's not up to us to stop their lives from going on.
No, of course not. It's just it's sometimes you have to just step back. It's like you're watching yourself, you know, but it's not you, isn't it? You're like it's like watching a movie and you're kind of going, is this happening? And
Well,
you
I
can
haven't
see
cried.
everything going around. What?
I had one little wobble.
Wow.
And I remember texting my friend and I was like, I don't know what this is. And she was like, you need to let it out. And I'm kind of like, for what?
But everyone
Because
deals with it differently. So,
I think if I start, I won't stop.
yeah. And you're
And
very raw. So you're right at the beginning. So
yeah,
just you're in fight or flight mode. And that's totally fine. That's where
and we're
you should
flying
be.
all the way around that garden.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to have you back on when you're finished everything and we'll have a proper chat about it.
When
I'd love
when we
that.
have a few more things to say,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll see what comes out of the next few months, what people have to say.
Yeah, exactly. The funny stories and all of that. You'll
The
definitely get
baldiness.
lots of them. The baldiness, yeah. It'll suit you though, Laura.
Look, we have no choice.
Yeah, I
And
know.
this is what I keep saying. People are saying to me, because I was only told Thursday, chemo's coming.
Mm,
And how do you feel about losing your hair? I'm a hairdresser. I don't want to lose it.
yeah,
But if this is keeping me alive,
of course. Yeah, you're not going to think twice about it.
do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyways, they have some really nice hats now. Don't wear a wig. Do
there's
not
some
wear a
really
wig.
ugly hats as well, though, Vanessa. Like,
Don't
so if
wear a wig.
anybody listening has some good ideas of where to get nice, pretty hats or scarves,
Yeah,
hit me
do get in
up.
touch. Get in touch.
Because any I'm looking at, they are so ugly.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking, I probably will. Now, I will get a wig for, out and about. I have a little man starting school for
yeah.
those photos. But, like, I'll be going around with a beanie hat for the next year. And if you see me,
That's what I did.
just tell me
Yeah.
that hat is pretty.
Yeah.
That's all we
Jeez,
can
you're
do.
looking fierce well in that hat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You just have to,
And
you know.
don't tell me I'm skinny. Tell me I look well, even if I don't.
Exactly. That's it, 100%.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of our little mini podcast today. What do you think,
Thanks so
Laura?
much for
I
having
think
me.
we've said, yeah, 100%. And Laura's going to come back on, and we're all behind you and wishing you all the best. And
Thank you
you
so
have
much.
your little community here behind you, 100%.
Fantastic community.
And I will talk to you all soon.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Thank you so much for listening to Someone Like Me, your cancer community podcast. If this episode meant something to you, please share it with someone who might need it. And if you feel up to it, leave a little rating or a comment. It really, really helps spread the word. But most of all, be kind to yourself. And remember, you're not alone. And I will talk to you very, very soon.